What's up guys, and welcome back to episode 9 of the Whole City Career Mode. In this episode, we play against two very easy clubs, and I'm not gonna, no disrespect or anything, but it's Middlesbrough and Crystal Palace. Two, again, winnable games in the Premier League, and again, going back to that 4-3-3-4 formation, and it's just a really OP formation in FIFA 17, and it was an OP formation last year. But for me, I believe that it's better than the other formation that I used last time with the two strikers and and the two center mids, because I just felt like the game was it felt so compact, and it felt like it was going through only the middle and not going, and we were not playing outside the wide areas, even though we had two wingers on that side. It just wasn't working out. So I went back to the other formation with the striker and the three cams, but that of course didn't work. And I decided, my last resort was to use this since I was doing very well with this in Ultimate Team. So I decided to go back with this, and we faced Middlesbrough, and again, it's a very easily winnable game again in the Premier League, like I said. And well, of course, we didn't start out very well. Here goes Negredo, and Negredo has a fantastic shot with his left foot. Again, it's a great save from Marshall. Marshall has been probably the player of the season for us after Abel Hernandez and Henriksen, because he has made some crazy saves, and from that counterattack, Lutin bursting down that left-hand side, passes to Jake Livermore. Jake Livermore we're going right through the middle, getting some good passing play from us back into Henriksen. Henriksen, a fantastic player. His loan is expiring, but I'm just hoping that we can get him again, because he was just a fantastic player for us. And again, they tackle us right there. We get injured. I believe that Jake Livermore is about to get injured in one of these sequences, but it wasn't that. Of course, we're not playing the best, and we're playing really sloppy, but our passing isn't the best, So I am just trying, to play as well a good football as I can with two very good rock solid center mids and very good, defensive players. So again, Lutin is just so good on the left wing when he's in this type of formation. And Anwar Ghazi, I don't use the left wing that much often. So we passed it into Henriksen. Henriksen into Anwar Ghazi. Anwar Ghazi has a fantastic shot, but it's an even better save from Victor Valdez. And it's on the unassuming corner. On the swimming corner, it's a good shot. It's a great save again from Victor Valdez. I believe the header was from I believe it was from Jake Livermore. Here goes Ryan Mason again. Ryan Mason into Andrew Robinson. Andrew Robinson has a cross at the back post, and it's cleared out by one of the defenders. And here in the sequence, I believe he passed it into Anwar. I believe that is Lutin again. And he gets taken out by Daniel Ayala, and it's a penalty. I cannot believe he did that. That was just... We turned so quickly, and I was not expecting that to be a penalty. I just thought it was going to be one of those stupid stuff where they don't get penalties. Cuts off again, but it's a fantastic penalty. It's just basically, I just finesse it into that bottom left corner. And they usually dive right or they stay middle, so I just was like, oh, okay, hopefully that goes in. And it's Albert Hernandez's 6th goal of the season. I believe that's his 3rd or 2nd penalty. And, of course, I'm trying to practice to get better at penalties, but... it was a fantastic start, and then another challenge for Albert Hernandez before the second half whistle. And again, that 45th minute cheese, that happens a lot, where just the momentum just swings into the second half, before the second half. A good header, but we didn't have enough time, and the referee blew the whistle. The halftime stats, we're doing very well. We have 47% possession. We have 4 shots, 3 on target. They have no shots on target, and we're just trying to keep that the same way. But I did have 1 shot on target, and it was a fantastic save from Marshall, and it was the crazy shot from Negredo. But anyway, again, we're just trying to, get the ball off of them. We're always high pressing. In this game, I would recommend, if you guys are really struggling at this game, is to cut out the passing lanes and always be always pressure the opposition. Here's a great chance. I didn't know the ball would fall back to Mason. That's why I turned. And then I just shot the ball off because I knew they were going to steal it off me, and it goes out for a corner. Here again, it was a decent cross from Anwar Ghazi. Passed it into Lutin into Henriksen, and Lutin back in Henriksen into Jake Livermore. Jake Livermore just crosses it in back into, I believe that was Anwar Ghazi, and Anwar Ghazi just slaps it over the top. He has not scored 1 goal this season, and which is really, I'm not really expecting him to score a lot of goals, but I'm just expecting him to get on the score sheet, just to score some goals this season, because he hasn't done much. Here's a great chance for Middlesbrough again, but it's just over the top from Negredo. Alvaro Negredo is a very good player in this game because of the strength, and the strength comes in handy a lot in this game. So, yeah, into the next sequence. It's a very bad clearance, and of course they pay for it. Anwar Ghazi with that really good cross of his, cross it into a wide open Albert Hernandez, and he puts it in What a goal. At first, I was like, oh, crap. I thought it was offside or something because the camera just switched really quickly, so I thought it was offside. But it was just a fantastic header into that bottom corner, and Morgan Freeman is going crazy on the sidelines. What a goal by Albert Hernandez, and he has the brace for this game. We were just playing fantastic football in this match, and I was just really happy for my side. And here's again another fantastic chance for us into the later stages of the game. Pass it into Henriksen. Henriksen is pretty much out of stamina, but he has enough stamina to pass it into, I believe, Anwar Ghazi. Anwar Ghazi has the chance saved by Victor Valdez. Anwar Ghazi has a really good cross on him. He has like 3 or 4 chances from this season, for goals. I mean, all of his assists this year were, I believe, were crosses, and I am just really, happy with his progression in this team. He's not scoring a lot of goals, but he's improving day by day, and this formation is helping him really carry on and make a bunch of chances for us to score. A great chance for them into the 80th minute, but it's easily saved by Marshall. I was about to pass it out, but then I thought, no. We have done so many times we made mistakes. We cost ourselves the games against Stoke City, and so many games because we did really bad mistakes. So I was just like, oh, crap. And here's, again, just some really good dribbling from Anwar Ghazi, so no touch. But the no touch does not work in this game for some reason. No touch is not really useful in this game like it was last year. Last year it was so OP. Like, literally, you can get behind the defender with that. And every single time you could do that. But this year, it's really hard to do it. But there's other ways to do it. So I don't really rely on the no touch dribbling like I did last year. So, yeah, the game ends 2-0. We've defeated pretty much our promotion rivals or just relegation rivals. And just a fantastic performance from us, and I'm just trying to carry this into the Crystal Palace game, because of course I know the Crystal Palace game will be 30 times more difficult than this game. Just looking at the objectives overview, and we have done only pretty much one thing, and I'm just a little bit confused what they mean by mid-table. So that could be 7th, 6th, because that's gonna be 7th or 6th is very high. It's very very hard, but of course, they're telling us that we're not on track because we don't have enough money. We're supposed to have we're supposed to make 33 million in profits, but I don't know how we're gonna make profit when we have 50 bronze players and literally 10 or 12 good gold or like anybody. So we have to sign players. We have to sign on wild guys. We have to sign 2 center backs, because what happened if Chris Davies got injured? Curtis Davies got injured. We have to bring in Dawson. Dawson is not a very good backup center back. He wants to leave. Al-Hamadi wants to leave. So many players want to leave the club. And it's so hard to sign players when all of them want to leave at the same time and they don't want to sign a contract. And when they have 1 year remaining on the contract. What are you supposed to do about that? How do you have 10 players on contracts that they're not signed? Again, anyway, we get into the Crystal Palace game. A good cross from Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred Zaha is a fantastic player. He was doing really well. And this is the game that I forgot. I completely forgot that Jake Livermore got injured in this game. He gets taken out. I believe it was just not his fault. He was just dribbling, and then he gets tackled by, I believe that was Flamini or Kabay or something like that. And he gets taken out. I mean, it's not really a big injury, but he's out for 4 weeks. It's a sprained ankle, and we were really out of midfielders. We pretty much have David Weiler, and I don't really like using him because he's very slow and he's more attacking minded. But it proves in other games that he did very well, so I am not going to take anything from that. Wilfred Zaha, again, crossing it into Benteke, and Benteke is a very dangerous guy in this game. Using that strength and his height is just so OP. He could just pretty much steal the ball the whole game if he wanted to, and we couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, just some good play in the midfield. Again, we had to bring in, I believe we brought in Al-Hamadi. Al-Hamadi, I don't know why he wants to leave or anything, but here is a terrible turnover by, I believe that was Delaney. And then we have a chance. It's a terrible miss by Albert Hernandez. It's pretty much saved. And then the follow-up header from Henriksen goes wide, and it just goes out for a goalie kick. And yeah, I'll show you guys that at the end of the game because I couldn't show you guys because it cut off. Another fantastic chance for Henriksen, but it's easily saved by Speroni. Speroni was really good in this game. I was expecting Mandan to come out, but it was Speroni, so I was like, we could take advantage of that. A good chance for Ryan Mason, but he just skies it. Again, I was just like, what's going on? Why are we not, taking our chances? The finishing is not very good. I believe if we can get a good striker in the transfer window, but here was the chance of the game. On his right foot, Albert Hernandez skies it again. And I was so pissed. Albert Hernandez missed 2 chances in the game. This guy's a clinical finisher. 7 goals in the Premier League. 7. He's one of the top scorers. He's our top scorer along with Henriksen. You got to be putting those chances away. Albert Hernandez going down again. We just kept turning over the ball, but after this moment, we just kept turning over the ball. What is this? He hits the Anwar Ghazi hits the post. A terrible shot from Henderson goes straight at the goalie, and then he's offside, and he couldn't even put it in, even when he was offside. What is going on, man? What is going on? We just couldn't finish our chances. We had so many chances. We could have been 3-0 up. Literally, Crystal Palace hasn't done nothing the whole game. They get a red card in the later stages of the match. It cuts off, but Scott Dan gets a red card. We missed a free kick, and it was just things were just going bad. Flamini almost won it in the end of the game, but it's a fantastic save by Marshall. But what is this? Why can't I finish my chances? Why can't I finish my chances? One game I scored 2 goals. The other game I scored nothing and I draw. We draw 10 games in the Premier League. We've won 4 games in the Premier League. We won Middlesbrough. We won Leicester and we won Leicester, and I believe who was the beginning of the first season? I can't even remember. But at the 90th minute, we make some changes. We bring on Lukman. Lukman had a chance literally much at the end of the game. Albert Hernandez goes through, he gets taken out, and that's pretty much the last kick of the game. We draw that match against Crystal Palace at home, 0-0. Very tight game. We had a bunch of chances. They weren't doing much until until the later stage of the game. They were just defending, and I thought I could win it after Scott Dan got that red card because the CPU did not make a substitution, and I was just like, why they're not making substitutions? And yes, there's a terrible chance, and I showed you guys again. How do you miss that? Even though that's your weaker foot. How the hell do you miss that? You are not. Well, you are not freaking, what's his name, Adebayor or something. You are not Adebayor, right? You are not all these weak strikers, okay? You're Albert Hernandez. You don't miss chances like this. You don't miss chances like that. You don't miss chances like that, Henriksen. It's an open net header. And freaking Albert Hernandez got out the way for you. And you miss it. And I was just really frustrated after this game because this could have been our chance to get into 6th place with our squad. And I just feel really bad that we were doing really bad in the season. I feel really bad that we've drawn so many games. I feel like the gameplay isn't as fun as I thought it would be. But the next game we have Tottenham in the next episode. So we really got to focus on that game. And we were just trying really hard, training our players. And again, the fixture congestion is back for this year. Again, FIFA 16. It was a big problem in FIFA 16, fixture congestion. Especially if you're in the Champions League or the Europa League. Those fixture congestions can really screw you guys. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode, which we'll be traveling to London to face West Ham and Tottenham, 2 very tough games, and hopefully we can get a couple wins. Trying to sign these players to a new contract. So yeah.